And magically,
I have
the
to
next
listen to them
two.
cheer for him, and I don't get a nap.
I know.
Now,
You guys don't
obviously,
need to. 'Cause
obviously,
you-
nonchalantly, I walk off stage before being teleported up there.
Yep. And now it's time for Haribo and Winslow.
Oh no.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ah.
Both of you roll initiative.
Yee.
Make sure you click on your little token
Okie dokie.
and then hit roll
Okay.
and then hit initiative. So it auto goes to the roll.
Okay, we'll see if this works. Token. Initiative. Woo!
All
I
right.
did it.
You did it. And while we're getting that together, you two boys are now up in the thing together.
How?
Yeah.
Any words that you guys want to throw to each other, or
That was
Any-
present.
it was
So we could do it again sometime.
zero.
There's less background noise. I think we might have lost
Yeah,
him.
Zero is
Oh
muted.
no. Ruh-roh. It's
Yep,
okay.
we'll find out what he's got to
I'm
say
back,
later.
I'm back, I'm back.
No, he's back.
Oh god.
Ruh-roh-raggy.
Hey, you guys lost me there for a
Technic-
second.
There
What did I
you
miss?
are. So, Miles,
some alone
and
time.
you guys have some alone time before the next battle as you see Winslow stretching and AKA just moving like maybe 6 degrees to the left, 6 degrees to the right. His little portly body. Arbo's just like
Winslow.
shaking and like becoming Rainbow Road and just it's just colors, just all kinds of nervous as the whole crowds are staring down at you, and you guys hear whispering almost of, "Oh my goodness, that Miles man, where is he from? Who taught him? I hope he works at a school so that way I can like take my child there. Screw my child, I want to marry him. Wow,
Oh
my goodness." And so all the women, you just hear like this weird chatter throughout all of them. Then the guys are like, "Ha, he's got no arms though. He's all scrawny and no armed." All
I
he has is
immediately
his little
thought
wispy
that Miles
sword."
literally had no arms.
And it's just, there's nothing. Meh. And they're just kind of mad. And then you see Harold on the other side, just kind of like nodding his head and giving a thumbs up from across the whole Coliseum. So it's just like you barely even notice, but he's there. And Winslow.
I say to Ziminar, though, that this is all so uncouth that they wouldn't even tell us that we'd be fighting against our very own comrades who we signed up with.
Do I hear that?
No.
True, but you know, it's kind of cathartic to do, right?
Hmm?
And at least this way you get to stand on top of your little totem pole.
I'm not sure what you mean. Nothing I do is for myself.
Huh.
And with that, Winslow, it's your turn after your nice 6-degree stretches. What are you doing?
I will try and run towards Haribo.
Anything you're
Just
gonna
run
My
around.
say?
favorite episode now.
So anything you're gonna say as you charge up with your waddle?
I have no intentions of hurting you, and I wish you were Miles.
All right. And Haribo, 'tis your turn.
I'm running away. Let's see, this is 25 feet over here. And as I'm running this way, I'm shouting at Miles, "This is your fault!" I'm going to take out my sling. Boop de boop.
Who are you hitting, though?
Oh, that's a good point. You know what?
Aiming for Miles, of course.
I thought about it. I really thought about it. Yeah, you know what? We're going for Miles.
11 hit you, Miles?
Sorry, what?
Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Alright, so you go to toss your pebble up at him, and it misses, and it just, like, gets stuck, like, on the railing. It just hits the railing instead of him, and maybe Miles points out and just goes, ah! And...
That's not in Miles' character.
Kidding.
My skin is now an auburn color, and it's gonna probably stay like that for a little bit as I'm shaking my fist angrily at him.
Alright, Winslow, batter up. Your
Okay,
turn.
so I try and run towards Haribo again.
You're
And
closer.
then- Yes.
This time you actually make it.
And then
Oh, this is like an anime moment where I was like up there yelling, and then you're suddenly behind her, like ah!
and then I
Nani?
take my battle axe and I try and sweep Haribo's leg with it.
No.
Alright, let's do
Oh my
it.
god!
Go for it. Roll the hit.
Oh.
Ooh, brutal. I'm assuming a 6 does not hit you, Haribo?
No, you need a 17.
That
Wow.
is dark. Alright, so Winslow, you go to swing, and for whatever reason, like, Haribo must have just been, like, much further than you expected, and you just, like, completely miss. Just full-blown, too short. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Alright, Haribo.
I would like to chime in real quick. I point to Ziminar, or I say to Ziminar and point to the dwarf and say, the dwarf isn't very battle tested.
You shut up.
I'm
No,
gonna,
go on.
I'm gonna look over at you and say, no, I'm gonna shout down towards Winslow and be like, "Don't attack Haribo from behind, or Miles will talk more shit."
Alright,
But I'm just
Haribo.
pointing out the truth.
your turn.
I was making sure I had my AC correct, because 17 doesn't seem right, but I guess if I have my leather armor on and my dex is 4, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, Crystal. It's apparently Haribo is a little meatier than I thought. Oops.
Oh my god, are you our tank? Our scaredy tank?
Look, he doesn't like to fight.
And a hobbit?
Hey! I take out my quarterstaff and I go to hit him. I just do a light whack before running away.
Assuming this running away is like a woman running away from like a mouse in her house. And does a 9 hit?
No.
And you go to swing with your like quarterstaff, and you just get like too scared almost to hit him, and you're like, I can't do it. Ah!
That sounds about right.
And, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm running away.
All right. How far are you? All right. So that is opportunity of attack. Winslow, you can go to try to make one attack if you choose.
Yes. So
Alright.
I chase after Haribo again. And I tried to tackle him.
All right. Yep. So you don't have to move to do your opportunity of attack. So go ahead and do that first, and then we will go on to the next tackling session.
Oh boy.
Say,
So what do I-
Miles, is their fight more funny than ours? I feel like ours was more epic.
I would say ours was more strategically tuned than this.
All right.
Although this is fun.
This is
When-
peak entertainment. This is what the people paid for, I suppose.
Truly. Winslow, make one attack against Haribo, please, for your opportunity of attack.
So what should I roll for that?
It's just your battle axe or whatever you would use to attack. Because
Okay.
essentially, Haribo ran out of your reach, and you're like, no, you don't. Slashy slash. And- Yep. All right. That hits. So, as you're running away, Haribo, you just get like kind of sliced in the back, like just kind of like just like a flesh wound,
Tis
we'll
but a
call
flesh
it.
wound.
And you take 3 slashing damage. And as you're running away and you continue your run, Winslow is right on your heels, about to tackle you. And dear God, you're going to tackle. I feel like that'd be a strength check. So you can make a strength check to kind of, I guess, grapple Arbo down to the ground.
It's not gonna take much.
Strength check. Do it that way. All right. And Harbo, can you also make a strength check for me? Or a strength save, whichever. Ooh, you actually
No
do
way.
not hit.
That's weird!
So, Winslow, unfortunately.
Oh, I was
despite
rolling
the
with
slash-
advantage. Hang on.
That's fine. We take the first number, so 16. And
Yeah, there you go. Well,
right. Well, either way. So somehow Haribo, like you go to like jump on his back, essentially, to like try to knock him off his feet, and he just kind of stands there, and he's just like, "What are you doing? Like, get off me!" And you kind of tumble back off of his back as you just couldn't get a good grip, and now you guys are just standing there. And Harbo, it's your turn.
okie dokie. So I am. This one has done me well before. Color spray.
No!
I knew that was
Colors!
I was rooting for it.
All right, so roll 6 d10s. Oh boy.
Did you say 6 d10s?
Yep, it's to count how many hit points actually can be affected. Yep. So 29. Winslow, do you have more than 29 hit points?
Yes.
All right, so this actually does not affect. Oh god, I accidentally hit my mic trying to swat away a fly. Sorry about that. So this actually does not affect Winslow.
Oh no.
He has more hit points than this would currently affect, I believe. Yeah. Nope. So this does not affect Winslow. As you go to shoot it at your reliable color spray, you're like, it's done it in the past. And you go to shoot, and Winslow's just like looking at you like, fight me. Like, just like egging you on almost for a fight.
No.
What would you like to do now? Do you have any bonus actions, or are you just gonna keep playing Ring Around the Rosie on these pillars?
I'm gonna keep running.
Alright, that does create opportunity attack if you go more than 5 feet out of Winslow's reach.
Yeah.
Alright, Winslow, go for it. Opportunity of attack. You get to swing and a hit.
I didn't think
Possibly.
it was 5 feet out of his reach.
You moved
Ah,
out
yeah.
of his reach, though.
Yeah. Dang it. Oh well. I should have moved further away.
Yep. But first, Winslow, go to hit. can do
I
it.
will use my short sword and
Okay.
try
Your
and and try and get him with that.
Ooh.
That also hits. Jeez, your opportunity of attacks are doing much better than your normal attack. Alright, so as Harbo is running, after you had your weird hug, you put away your battle axe at that point to then raise up your short sword in your other hand and is like, fight me! And Haribo's just like, no! It just goes running away, and you slash and you hit with the short sword, creating a nice little flesh wound X on his back now, taking 7 piercing damage. And Winslow, now you can move and do your normal action. Whatever that may be.
So I will run up to him, and as he's running away, I'll try and trip him.
Ah.
Okay. Go for it. A dexterity check, I think, would be
Okay. Yeah,
correct.
I was gonna say that, or like maybe yeah, probably dexterity.
All right. Haribo, also make a dex save.
Oh my god.
Jesus. This is brutal.
Hit.
Haribo, you just like
Miles, you know,
jump
I'm kind
over his leg.
Now.
Yeah, Haribo, you just jump over his leg.
I'm nimble.
And just a wee. You just jump on over. Haribo, it's now your turn. What would you like to do?
Hang on. I have an idea.
At this point, the crowd is kind of laughing. They're just kind of like giggling a bit, and around the booth, you boys can hear. They're like, "What is happening? The last ones were so serious." I don't know, but I kind of like how humble the dwarf is with just trying to hug him. They must be friends. And then the one girl just kind of does like the limp wrist as she goes, "They must be friends." And they leave it at that moment.
I would like to kill the crowd.
What's Harold doing?
Harold's just kind of watching.
How's Harold
perplexing.
reacting?
He's just perplexly kind of. If you want to make a perception check while Haribo decides what Haribo would like to do, if you want to make a perception check real quick to see if you could see
I
his
absolutely
face.
do.
No, you don't
Nope.
see his face.
I'm gonna
You
move
see him
over
looking.
here. And
All
then
right.
I am going to use my new spell.
Okay. Did you by any chance no you didn't. Okay, we'll let you go first, but then Winslow does get another opportunity of attack.
Wait, what? Why?
Because you moved again. Wait.
I thought it was only after I moved after an attack. God damn it.
The only way it does not count in is if you take the disengage action, and that's you foregoing your action to run away. So you can do that if you would prefer to do that. So instead of doing the flames, you would disengage and then you can move, and you will not cause opportunity of attack.
No, that's fine. We can use the flames.
Okay, we'll let you do flames first. So you're producing flames. You got some flames in your hand, like Zuko. And you can also attack with them,
Yes.
but doing so ends the spell. So after you do it, so you can hurl this flame. It looks like 30 feet. So you just gotta do a ranged spell attack. So roll the hit. It should be in your
Fireball.
Yep. Big kid fire. So I'm envisioning it. Does a 7 hit, Winslow?
No.
So you go to hurl this flame, and it just kind of, just like Mario, just kind of like, woohoo! It
That's
just kind of like
weird.
wiggles out, and it does not hit, unfortunately. And Winslow, since Haribo had moved from you, you get to yet again go with your short sword.
So at this point, Winslow's getting frustrated with Haribo and is starting to not care that they're friends. And so I take my short sword, and to stop him from running all over the place, I try and chop at his toes.
Ah!
Okay, roll the hit. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god. So, you most certainly hit Haribo's toes. You stab into his foot, and you yank it out, because you're pretty close to his feet anyways, and you just yank it out. And Haribo, you still manage to move, but your foot is now bleeding, and it hurts very much. You take 4 piercing damage. And Winslow, it is your turn. Oh my god. The fact you're only rolling 22s are ridiculous.
So now I try to I'll go up next to Haribo and
Punch him.
Yeah, I'll just try to like push him down.
All right. Make a strength check.
This could be it.
Yep, make a strength check. Same with you, Haribo. Oh, this time you are knocked prone. So you fall down and you are now prone with your bloody foot, your 2 slashes to your back. And we will just get... Oh, no. No. I didn't mean that. What should we do for prone? This looks like a prone symbol to me. And so you are now knocked prone.
What does that mean?
Winslow. So for you to stand up, you're gonna have to use half of your movement speed, and then if you go to move away, you can only move half of your movement speed, I believe. And just to double check on the conditions, prone. A proned creature's only movement is to crawl unless it stands up and thereby ends the condition. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So essentially, if you stay on the ground, you have disadvantage to hit Winslow. But if you stay on the ground, Winslow has advantage to hit you.
Can I cast from here?
You are not in the turn order.
Yeah, but is there any reason why I shouldn't be allowed to cast on the competitors here?
Because you had your battle already.
That's
You can
not convincing.
You can most certainly try if you would like.
What about just a little bit of this to a little bit of Haribo for the dexterity?
Wow.
Yep, so you...
He really
So
wants you to lose, Winslow.
So you actually can. You secretly kind
Miles
of...
wants a dwarf to lose. Who would have thought?
Oh, you have to touch the creature, though.
Oh, I do?
You're not in touch. Yeah, you're not in touch range. So
Lame.
you cannot
Okay.
help.
Control Z that sentiment.
Yep. Haribo, it is your turn.
What
would you...
So I think what I am going
First?
to do... Let's see.
What color is Haribo right now?
I haven't talked since that first yelling at Miles, so I'm still that
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Auburn.
Yeah, I'm still in Auburn.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I knew what I was gonna do, but let's see if I really want to do it. I think it was. Here we go. Yeah, you know, I think I am just gonna do a little bit of a shillelagh.
Okay. Are you standing?
No.
Okay. So...
No, I'm just on the ground.
Okay. I mean, you're like half your normal height, so this is fine. Ooh. So you do shillelagh, and that's your bonus action, so you still have your action to use.
And then I hit Winslow.
Alright, roll to hit with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yep, because you are still prone. You did not stand.
Beep. Ouch.
Dear God. This is Haribo. This is not your day.
That's okay. I don't like fighting. This makes sense.
This is fair. And you go to hit, and you just kind of like
It
you go
does.
to swing, but like you go to almost lean up to at least swing, and like lean into the swing, and your just foot is immediately stinging, and you're like ah. And you just kind of almost drop your quarterstaff, and then you pick it back up, and Winslow's
Nuts.
just staring down at you, just going, Nani? Very, like, I assume the really aggressive anime drawn eyes, and just, like, in doom. Just full doom as this round, putly man is staring down at you. And were you wanting to get up or anything, or are you gonna stay down?
No, I can't do anything until my next turn.
Well, you still have. Well, yeah, you can still stand. You still have your movement, so you can stand up if you want to.
No.
Okay. Winslow, it is
And then
your
move at
turn.
half the distance after that.
Okay, so I take my one foot and I place it on Haribo's back, and then I take my handle of my sword and I try and whack Haribo on the top of the head with
Blood
it.
damage.
Roll the hit. Roll the hit
With advantage. With advantage.
with advantage. You do have
Roll
advantage.
it with advantage.
Yep. Dear God.
Oh shoot, I didn't do that.
Roll one more time.
With advantage.
Yep.
How do I do it with advantage?
There's the toggle at the top of your character sheet.
Okay.
It should say advantage and whatnot on it. Advantage,
So
normal.
it would be right next to normal, advantage, and disadvantage.
Oh,
above
gotcha.
Initiative.
Yep. There you go. But unfortunately, 9 does not hit
Nope.
Haribo. So you go to do this, and like you're almost like hesitate. You're like, and you go to like go down, and maybe you just slip a little because his back's bloody, so it's a little slippy, and you just kind of slip and you miss.
My
Anything else?
finishing move was embarrassing.
You're always slipping up on-
and the crowd's just like, oh my god, that poor Auburn man! Oh no! And then you hear like almost whispering up, are you sure they're men and not students at the school? I don't know. I don't recognize them. Haribo, it is your turn.
Okay.
What you do? Oh my. You
Wild
got
shape.
long. Oh,
Oh, that was a long read.
Yes.
Oh no.
I,
All right.
You don't need to
What
read
spell
most
are
of
you?
it.
Holy
It's
shit.
essentially so I am going to turn into a mouse.
A frog.
No, why would I turn into a frog?
Next level move right here.
All right. So you turn into a little mouse, and you're gone. You're now a mouse. What you doing?
Okay,
Oh,
I don't
God.
believe. Let's see.
This is the best fight
following
ever.
by Game statistics replaced by the stats of the beast.
Art thou man or mouse?
Also retain the skills and saving throw proficiencies in addition
I
to
believe
gaining
he is
those
that
of the
hobbit,
creature.
isn't
Okay, fair enough. So, Tori, how much movement speed does a mouse have?
That's a good question.
But essentially, that is my action. That does take my entire action.
Yeah, but you still can move in that sense. Mouse. Oh no. Okay,
We
we're
still
gonna have
move
to
this
get.
way, at least.
I suspect
Yeah.
it's not a lot.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
It's not a whole lot.
Yeah. Mouse. We might have to go with rat.
I mean, no, that's fair.
All right. Let
Can it
me
also
see.
dig? Can a rat
Miscellaneous
dig
creature.
really fast?
Maybe. Oh, nope, that is a zombie. That is not you.
Yeah.
There's the axe beaks, blink dogs, boars, baboons, camels, crabs, deer, dire wolf, giant boar, giant something. I don't care. Elk, fire beetle, giant frog. Okay, we're at all the giants. No worries. Vultures, spiders, weasels. Oh my god. Is there enough giant things?
I think
Weasels!
weasel, yeah.
The weasel.
Well,
It has
it's a
to be
giant
something
weasel.
I've seen, and I
Oh,
don't.
it's a giant weasel. Never mind then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Giant weasels.
Giant. Yeah, it's a giant weasel.
Haribo,
How
you
about
lived
a
in the
lizard?
forest. You've seen a weasel.
How do you feel about a lizard?
I could
Or-
be a lizard.
Wait, hold on. We're still getting through the alphabet. Okay, now we're at all the poison. A pony, a raven, a rat. Ah, a rat does exist. Okay. You have the movement speed of 20, and you have 1 hit point.
Well.
AC.
Are you sure? Because in your thing, you can go to up to a quarter. At second level, a quarter challenge rating. So let me see if I can
I'm
find
fourth
you
level
a
though,
list.
so I'm half challenge rating.
Okay, yeah, let's bump it up to half then. Challenge rating, monsters by challenge rating. Wow. That's very self-explanatory. That doesn't give me what I want, but okay. I'm gonna put this in the reference chat for you guys. There's that. There's all of your animals that you can be at said ratings. So
Nice.
you could be an ape, a black bear, a cockatrice, crocodile, dark mantle, deep gnome,
A crocodile.
dust
Crocodile.
nymph, gas
How's it
boar,
dark mantle?
giant boar, giant
Wait, did you-
seahorse, knoll, gray ooze,
Back
hobgoblin.
up. Did you say gnome?
A giant
Yeah.
seahorse.
Yeah. Yeah. You could be a swarm of insects if you want to do that. And just a war horse,
I
a war
think this
horse.
is not just the things that you can turn into. I think this is just all things.
Yeah, everything at a half rating and such. So, see our limitation because it does no flying or swimming. Yeah, so essentially, like, she can, in theory, choose anything. It doesn't really. But I'm assuming go with a beast, not necessarily a race. But
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
yeah,
essentially wild shape is going with the beast.
yeah.
You know what? I'll
Yeah.
be a cockatrice. I can peck
Is
Winslow.
that a bird?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. I was looking at him earlier.
It's
funny
like a
enough.
rooster kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'ma
let me
peck
just
you.
see if- Yeah, actually.
Peck him in the eye. Peck him in the eye.
Here's that. So here's a cockatrice. There you go.
I just can't use my wings to fly, essentially. So I'm, because that's
There.
8th level spell. So essentially, I'm smaller than that.
There
That's
you go,
scarier
Haribo.
than what I expected it to be.
Do you have access to that character sheet? I just put it in your folder.
In my folder.
Yes.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Let's see if I can get to it. In my folder. Yes.
Okay, cool. So now you can click on that and you can move that around as much as you want.
Yay.
So we'll just move your actual person elsewhere, and there you are. You're now a cockatrice.
I actually don't have the ability to move this.
Oh no, that's a lie and slander. We will make sure you do. Try it now. Can
Okay,
you
there
move
we go.
them? There you go. Okay. There you go. It will say as this creature poofs, you do not create opportunity of attack on this one.
Oh,
Sorry about it, Winslow.
You gotta
As
watch
this
it
thing-
though, Winslow, because apparently if I do beak ya, you can turn to stone from your injury.
Oh my god.
A dwarf's favorite
You
element
better
turned against him.
Did you just become
trauma.
the scariest character we have in our team?
This will be
Possibly.
an upset if you
Just
turn me to
randomly
stone.
The best part is that I've had wild shape this entire time, and I forgot about it until like 2 weeks ago when I leveled up.
Oops. Well,
Yep.
here we are. So yeah.
Haribo,
You,
use swing attack.
Mm-hmm.
Haribo, use peck. Yeah.
All right. Roll the hit if you're gonna hit Winslow now that you
Oh,
want
Winslow,
this.
turn to
No,
stone.
I can't because that was my entire
Oh, yeah.
action.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you now turn into this bird and you're just like, and, Winslow, 'tis your turn.
Okay, and I see this thing and I have absolutely no
beard.
mercy for it.
Fair enough.
So I go and I try and stab it with my short sword.
The sword.
All right. Roll the hit. And 7 does not hit because I don't think you have advantage anymore because Cockatrice stood up.
Okay.
It's okay. So 7 does not hit. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn? You swing and a miss.
No.
Okay.
Jump on.
Haribo Cockatrice, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go and peck him.
All right, roll the hit.
Let's see. So, do I
I belie-
roll my?
I think you get all the stats of the Cockatrice, right?
Yeah, I get all the stats of the Cockatrice.
Yep. So you just have to click on bite, and it should do it for you.
Okay, give me a second. Because it's not. For whatever reason, it only showed me the bio info, not the actual.
If you click on, do you see the next tab where it says character sheet?
There is no next tab.
Oh, well, that's a lie and slander. Let me fix that for you. Haribo and myself can edit it.
I can't
Save
believe
changes.
this.
Can you now see that second tab if you close out of it
Yes,
and reopen
I
it?
can.
Fan flippity rooty tastic.
Bibbity bite.
Oh no. Jesus. And I think you hit bite again and then it rolls the damage.
Bite?
Jesus Christ. Nope. Okay.
Oh, no,
No,
so
it
it'd
doesn't.
be-
you just hit the damage. There's a
Yeah, so if I hit, it's 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah, so you have to manually roll that damage, but since
Oh.
you crit, you then also get double damage.
I think you just
So
rolled an attack.
2d4?
Yep, so
2d4
1d4,
plus 2.
yes. 2d4 plus 2.
I don't think the modifier gets
Plus
times
1.
two.
Does the stone thing factor in?
Okay, it's just 4.
Brutal. 4 damage. And
Does the stone factor in?
it might. The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw. Yep, so Winslow, as this thing bites down on you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh no. So Winslow,
Oh.
you get bit, and you notice right where the bite's at, essentially, your skin starts to turn into your beloved stone that you know and love, and that your family, slaves over. And
Literally.
essentially, you will have to repeat this saving throw at the end of your next turn. On a success, it ends. On a failure, you are petrified for 24 hours.
Oh,
Does
So you are.
I'm
Do you have any
assuming
resistance?
Miles can save you, though. Or
Does
like,
Dwarven resistance factor in at all?
I do not believe so. Can
Advantage
you...
on saving throws against poison and resistance against poison damage.
No, so only poison.
You'd think that you'd be able to resist to turn to stone.
Oh.
Nope. But now I'm curious.
Why would they
Haribo's
resist
a
it?
little broken
It's
now, and I
lively.
don't understand how.
You're gonna be emotionally defeated after this, and you're
The
gonna
power of
feel
edible
bad.
defense.
I am. I'm gonna try to make it up to Winslow because I was pushed.
All right, and you are
I was
currently restrained as well. So that is there. That looks like a restrained symbol to me. So a restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So you can still hit, but you now have disadvantage.
Okay, and I can't move anywhere.
No, you cannot move.
Okay.
And so you can go to hit Haribo.
Hit me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
I have to admit,
I'll try and get Oh wait, Haribo's going.
no, I'm
No,
sorry.
yeah.
It's your turn,
It's
Winslow.
your turn.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to change the turn order.
Okay, so I try and stab this creature again.
All right.
Oh my! Look at all the dice.
17, I believe, does hit you
oh yeah.
now. So
Yeah, because my
you
armor
take
class now is at an 11.
Yep, so that hits and take 4 piercing damage. And
Four.
Winslow, can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh god, here it is. Here's it. The climax of the roll.
You are no longer restrained.
Get
Beat the DC,
Come
and
it!
and the stone just kind of like crumbles off of you, and
Oops.
you're just, like
That's not
shaking.
what I
You're like, I'm an earthbender. Just shake it off, and the crowd is like, "Woo! Oh my god!" And the crowd, like the women behind the booth, of course, are like, "Wow, that rainbow." Beautiful auburn child is very ferocious. Do you think he'll win? I don't know. We place the bets.
We placed the bet.
Anyway, is the cockatrice also still auburn?
No, the cockatrice is normal colored.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, cockatrice is normal colored.
This is the
And
first for
Haribo, it's-
Haribo in a long time.
Right? Haribo, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go and bite him again.
Go.
That's the only thing I can do outside of. Really,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if I wanted to, I could scratch him, but like, there's no action for scratch.
Yeah. Go and nibbling.
Nibble, nibble, nibble.
Nope, that hits. Roll the damage. Oh, Winslow. This is brutal. Oh.
Oh yeah, this match turned around.
Right. Roll
It's a
the
comeback.
damage. All right. So you take 3 damage, and we need a Constitution saving throw.
Please.
I'm still at 21, and I don't know how to get.
You are no longer at disadvantage on this, so you do pass with the 25. So
With at
you
least
do-
a good.
Yep. It's very sad, but you are not restrained, and so you bite this time, Haribo, and no stone shows up as Winslow's just like flexing. And it is your turn, Winslow.
And at this point, I've about had it, and I try and kick this thing.
Kiki!
All right. Roll to hit.
Should I roll for strength if I'm just kicking him?
I believe that is an unarmed strike. So I think it is just a normal 20, if I'm
Okay.
correct. Normal D20. I don't think you add any of your bonuses. Let us double check. Improvised weapons, no. not improvising.
Ooh, I didn't mean to do that.
So an 8 does not hit the cockatrice. And so you go to kick and you somehow are short on it again. Unfortunately, all your limbs are just much shorter than what you remember them being.
Then me,
I
the
just-
cockatrice.
Yep. And so the cockatrice just kind of giggles. Just And Haribo, it is your turn.
Okay. This time, how do I?
Despite
How would I do like a scratch? Because there's nothing. There's nothing on the cockatrice that would just say like scratch with talons or whatever.
Is it
Nope.
the claw?
do another fight.
Nope,
don't-
he just has bite from what it looks like.
Yeah, he just says bite. And I don't want to just
Yep.
keep biting.
Unfortunately,
bad.
Bite a
unless
specific
you
spot.
revert back. Unless you can reverse back as a bonus action. So. Because you could
No.
easily
Bite him in the arm.
You could bite, hope that he fails the save, his movement speed 0, which I don't think he then can really do opportunity of attack, and then you are scot-free.
We bite him.
Alright, does a 10 hit?
I'll go with probably not.
Probably
Winslow?
not.
I don't think a 10 hits.
I don't think it's on.
Alright.
I don't know why all those things are popping up.
Just going through it today. Alright. Winslow, it is your turn, unless, Arbo, you're moving or something.
Nah.
Alright.
Stand my ground.
Alright, Winslow, it is your turn.
All right, I will try once again to stab this thing with my sword.
Ooh,
What
that
is it called?
hits.
A 22. Jesus.
Right. Rolling great tonight, Winslow. With a 20, you slash the cockatrice in the
Holy
chest.
crap.
And take 8 damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Alrighty. Haribo, your turn. You two are slugging it out now.
Fine. This time I go over here. I'm gonna move. And then I'm gonna bite.
Oh my god.
I know, different.
Roll that damage. At least I think, does a 14 hit, Winslow?
No.
Oh, it
Get
doesn't.
it.
Alright, so you go to bite and you're just like chomping in the air, kind of like a raptor from Jurassic Park. Chomping about. Winslow, it is your turn.
I will try and kind of stomp at this thing.
Okay, roll the hit. Stomp on his little toesies.
Ooh.
Yep, that hits. Now, have to try to find a melee attack for damage. I'm pretty sure it's just a D4. Cause it's an unarmed strike.
I think unarmed strikes in 5e do like 1 damage. Unless
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, unless you're proficient in like unarmed strikes or whatever it
Correct.
is. Yeah.
Hey, of course it's an unarmed strike. It's happening with the feet.
Right. Yeah, so I think you
I
do
won't
one.
apologize.
Because I tried looking it up in the book and it's like, check melee weapons. And I'm like, you SOBs.
You gotta look up a lot of stuff in this session, Tori.
I know, I'm like, good golly, this is brutal. You know what? I'm just gonna make it a D4 because you have like a metal boot on. So we're just gonna do a D4. I'm calling it unarmed strikes D4 in this campaign. Grew 1 damage. And you get 4 damage for it.
Yay!
All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Winslow?
Can I use my sword and try and chop at its head or slice at its head?
Do you have 2 attacks? Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right. No.
So then I will end my turn.
All right. Haribo, it is your turn, and the crowd's like, woo! Get him! Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
All right, roll the
I'm
damage.
fighting back.
And you nibble at him for stomping on your toe. How dare he, your big old claw. And we'll need the Constitution save as well. From Haribo. Or Winslow.
Winslow?
Yeah. Winslow will need the Constitution save, and then we still need the damage. The Battle of the D4s.
Are they getting low yet?
Not too sure.
I'm at an 11.
Haribo, can you roll the damage
Oh.
for the 1d4 plus 1?
Yeah, 1.
Thanks. Alright.
I was at, I think 17 before I transformed into my cockatrice.
Oof. 2 damage. And you are unfortunately restrained yet again and turning to stone.
Can it affect you more than once per day? Sometimes these things say that you can't be affected more than once per day.
I don't think it does. Nope. Weapon attack 1 creature, and the target must succeed a DC 11 Constitution saving throw against being magically petrified. On a failed save, the creature begins to turn to stone and is restrained. It must repeat the saving throw at the end of its next turn. On a success, the failure ends. On failure, the creature is petrified for 24 hours.
Got it.
Yeah, so it's an all or nothing, honestly. And Winslow, it is your turn to try to hit and slay the cockatrice before you possibly get petrified.
No! So I think I'm going to put my sword away and go back to my battle axe
Okay.
and try and use that on him.
Okay. Oh, that hits for 6 damage. Oh, I'm sorry, you're supposed to be rolling at disadvantage. You're restrained. Please roll again. Either way, you hit.
Hooray!
Ugh.
For the 6 damage.
6 damage?
Yeah, we'll take the first damage.
Oh,
but
my.
either way, it's a hit. So, and now we need the Constitution saving throw. Winslow? Ooh. Winslow. This
Am I
is rough.
stone?
You are petrified.
Ah!
You turn to stone. A petrified creature is transformed along with any non-magical objects it is wearing or carrying into a solid inanimate substance, usually stone. Its weight increased by the factor of 10 and it ceased aging. The creature is incapacitated, see the condition, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. The creature has resistance to all damage. The creature is immune to poison and disease, although the poison and disease already in its system is suspended, not neutralized. So,
I mean, that'd be good, though.
in theory, the battle then ends because as unfortunately you are incapacitated at this point and you cannot battle any further, and Haribo is the winner of this battle.
No!
And with that, we will go to break. It is right at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. So you see Haribo turn back, and he's down. Before we go to break, he's down by Winslow, and he's just crying, and he says, "I'm so sorry." And his foot's bleeding, and he's patting his head.
And at this point, you all get healed as well. All your spells come back, any conditions. So Winslow, you are no longer petrified. You are fine. And as the battle's ending, Harold's just like, "I'm sorry," and everyone's just like screaming in cheers, like, "Oh my god, the Rainbow Bright Man did it! Oh my god!" And then some of the women and the men are like, "I lost my bet, meh!" And it's just they're all angry and all kinds of angry. And we will go to break.